Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching me, Propagandist. We're doing some more RWBY Let's Watch, basically. So, remember in the last episode of this series, we did episode 5, so quite a few things were happening there. Just to, try and reiterate something by way of a recap. We started off with Blake and Son in Menagerie, who are basically trying to gather, well, volunteers, maybe a petition kind of, to get people to fight back against the White Fang, or to reclaim it, etc., etc. Whatever the storyline was. It's been a while since my last recording session for this, so I might be a bit rusty. I may have forgotten a few things that are actually happening, but I'll try and remember as best as I can. Also, obviously, we had a little bit with Oscar and RWBY, bit of characterisation, bit of character development, sort of. But then at the end, we also had Ilya and those two freaky, slimy buggers, the fox people, guys, whatever they were, from the White Fang. So basically, yeah, as I suspected, Daddy Blake has pretty much got a target painted across his back. So that's one thing we're going to have to be watching out for. So we're going to be watching episode 6 this episode. The thumbnail is of Yang and her mother. So of course you remember in the episode before that, basically Yang managed to encounter Raven's tribe. She found that Weiss was being held prisoner by them, and Weiss apparently is now free, and Raven actually wants to speak to the both of them. So it's going to be interesting. We might get some exposition about Ozpin here, because that's the big hint that's been kind of shining throughout this volume so far, that Ozpin is not who he claims to be. So that's going to be interesting. I'm not going to waste too much time just talking into the camera. I've got my Greek mug, as usual, with my tea. It's going to be nice. Greek mug, also a name for a slightly crazy Greek person, incompetent Greek person. It's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I won't make that again. So yes, I'll just put that there. And without further ado, I'll see you in a second once we actually get the episode started. So yes, hold on, hold your horses, everybody. Okay, here we are. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. What do we got? Chapter of the episode is known by its song, and I need my headphones. Nearly forgot about those. Who's this? Bar? Oh, it's Crow. I forgot about you.
Regular or the special?
I'm actually looking for someone. Goes by the name Shiro Wan. Ever heard of him? I heard he's a regular around here.
Who's asking?
Shiro
Hey, I'm
Wan.
not some cop, if that's what you mean. I need Shiro for a gig.
Shiro,
Go
sorry.
way back.
Way back, huh? So, he's a friend of yours.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's a pretty alright guy.
Well, in that case, you tell that jerk that he better not show his ugly face in here until he pays me the lien he owes me.
Did I say friend? I meant acquaintance. Really, we're just colleagues.
When you walk into a bar and the
Anyways,
barkeep doesn't like
thanks for your
that.
time, buddy. I'll just be taking off now.
You're not usually one to back down from a fight. What's going into you? Shiro Wan. Okay. Crossed off.
Great start.
You basically... Oh, jeez. Is he basically looking for people to help find the Spring Maiden? Is that what we're doing here? He's looking for trusted acquaintances. Hunts people. What is that pose? So none of them are there to help, basically. You have to do it on your own, of course.
Heather Shields.
Heather Shields. In a boarded up house. What'd you get? Oh, I was about to say...
Hey there. I'm looking for Heather. Look,
It's...
pal, I've had a rough day. Do you know where she is or not?
Yeah, it's usually etiquette to say... Oh. What?
Do you know where Mommy is?
Ah. Awkward.
I'm sorry to bother you.
She's dead. He's dead as a doornail. He doesn't even say a word. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be you and the gang, Crow. Yeah, get your flask out. Drink that shit. Drink your sorrows away. Mr. Bounty missions. No luck. Let me guess, Leo has something to do with this. In progress 8 weeks ago. So they've all been gone a while, clearly. I suspect a certain professor to be behind this. A certain cowardly lion. He's purposely moved them out of the way or got them killed. That would be my guess. Oh, look at that water effect. Oh, you're back in the bar, are you? Or the whittling shop, or whatever it is.
You got a lot of nerve showing up back here. Unless you brought that idiot with you.
I've got an itch on my back.
How much did Shiro owe you?
Well, I'd say about 16,000 lien.
I'm just going to pay it. What, just like that?
Wait, what? Man, you must be in some serious trouble with him if you're paying me off.
His name is clear.
Yeah.
Shiro 1.
That idiot.
They're making a big deal about this character. Is he going to be important? I'm assuming it's a he. Could be a she for all I know.
Yeah.
Shiro is Japanese for white. And Wan, I think of, sickly pale colour. That's the thing. Characters in this series always have colour-themed names. Suspected Spring Maiden.
So,
Okay.
what's the truth? It's better when it's hot.
Got my tea as well.
Obnoxious. The truth is that truth is hard to come by. A story of victory for one person is a story of defeat for someone else. By now,
Okay.
your uncle has surely told Ruby and her friends plenty of stories.
Well, he's never given me a reason to doubt him before.
That doesn't mean those reasons don't exist. You and your teammates might as well be the poster children for the Huntsman Academies. Your motives vary, but you all enrolled to try and make the world a better place. It's adorable.
It's what huntsmen and huntresses do.
Not all of them.
Yes.
Some people are just in it for the money and the fame, but there's even more that are just looking to grow stronger. Your Uncle Crow and I didn't attend Beacon to become huntsmen. We did it to learn how to kill huntsmen. Daddy and Uncle left that.
Is that really so shocking? Coming from her.
Aside from the Grim, huntsmen were the only ones capable of ruining our raids and hunting us down. Our tribe needed a counterforce. And Crow and I were the perfect age. The entrance exams were child's play compared to what we'd already been through. We were good. So good that we caught the attention of Beacon's very own headmaster, Professor Osborne. Even after we were put on a team, I could tell he was keeping his eye on us. Back then, I thought it was because he knew. But it was Team Stark he was interested in.
What do you mean by that?
Constant attention, extra training missions, turning a blind eye whenever we happened to break the rules and get into more trouble than we should have. Sound familiar?
Okay. Yes. That does sound
What's your
weirdly
point?
familiar.
How much do you know about Professor Osborne? About his past?
He was a prodigy, one of the youngest headmasters to be appointed to a school.
Because that's how he planned it. Because the man you know as Osborne designed those schools, and has followers inside every academy on Remnant that are loyal to him and no one else.
That doesn't make any sense. How could he have... No. Why would someone even do that?
Because Old Man Oz has a great and terrible secret. One that could spread fear across the world. One that he eventually entrusted to our team. And once I knew, there was no going back. I needed to know more.
Okay.
But with every new discovery I made, the more horrifying the world became.
Okay, then tell us. What's the big secret? What's so crazy that the rest of us don't know?
The creatures of Grimm have a master named Salem. She can't be stopped,
Yes.
can't be reasoned with, and she will not rest until humanity crumbles at her feet.
The main villainess.
What?
Is this the first time these two characters are
touched your teeth?
learning about this character, aren't they? Because Ruby knows about her.
Why should we believe any
Yeah.
of this?
Now you're catching on. So far you've done nothing but accept what others tell you. But you need to question everything.
It's an interesting twist. Okay. Ozpin, Dark
Otherwise you'll end
Secret.
up just as blind as Crow. And you're fool of a father.
Don't say that about him.
Don't you dare talk about my family like that!
You need to calm down.
Yang, please.
Listen to your friend, Yang. Your teammates never let you down before.
You don't know the first thing about my teammates! About me! You were never there! You left us! Why?
I know more than you realize. Not just about you, and not just what I've been told, but things I've seen with my own eyes. I know the Grimm have a leader. I know people who can come back from the dead. I know that magic is real.
Yes.
And I can prove it.
A certain Ozpin comes back from the dead.
You said Ty told you all about my semblance. Well, I doubt he ever told you what Oz did to my brother and me.
Ah. Oh, it's all coming out.
Go see for yourself.
Do it. I'm curious.
Mom?
Yang, are you okay?
I'll be fine once we could get her to take us to RWBY.
It's okay.
Will
if
you be?
you're not okay.
You didn't believe what she said, right?
Of course not. Well, not all of it. It
Oh,
was
no.
crazy. We have dust, semblances, but, I mean, there's no such thing as magic. A raven?
I've seen that bird before.
Maybe it belongs to your mom?
No, it is your mum. She turns into an animal. Oh. Ah. I knew it. Okay. That's a semblance and a half.
How did you do that?
Well, I could explain it to you.
We could let your uncle.
Or you could ask your uncle.
Called it.
You're letting us go?
I'm giving you a choice. Stay here with me, and I'll answer all of your questions and more. We can have a fresh start. Or you can go back to Crow and join Ozpin's impossible war against Salem. And meet the same fate as so many others.
What's
But
it going to
can we
be?
really go back to trusting someone that's kept so much from you?
What's it going to be? As Monokuma says in Danganronpa.
All I care about is making sure my sister is safe.
If you're not watching my Danganronpa series on Strategist, go watch it. It's good. Motorbike through that portal. It got Weiss on the back.
Yang. If you side with your uncle, I may not be as kind the next time we meet.
Yeah, screw
Not
you.
This time either.
No.
Oh,
This isn't right. I get one or two of them, but all of them?
no, are you cottoning on? You're realising that something's afoot here? No, it's not Raven. The team's linking back together. He knows. Gonna have a grand reunion, it looks like.
Alright, the first batch is just about done.
Awesome! Now we just need Crow and we'll be all set.
You're gonna have a few more guests.
You really think he's going to bring that many people? This is a lot of food.
You could probably eat it
I
all.
don't know, but it sounds like we can use all the help we can get.
Yeah. Hold that thought.
You're going to overcook that.
No, I'm not. Shut up.
Hey, Ruby.
I'm coming. Fine. you
Overcooked.
take over.
Oh, I keep seeing shadows on my window. Say this every
So,
episode.
We didn't know how many people were coming, so we just cooked all of it.
Of course you'd have that reaction.
Yang, I'm so sorry. I should have stayed, and I should have talked to you more. I just...
It's too late for that.
wanted me around it.
Hug. Family reunion.
I love you.
Go.
I love you too.
The gang's all back together. It's like old times. Oh yeah, and you're here. I forgot about you. I need... No, not I need. I mean, no, you need to introduce yourself. Come and join. So it's basically RW and B. No, not RW. No, it's RWY even. We're missing the B. She's still in flipping Menagerie. So we got not Ruby but RWBY. Team RWBY. Oh, is that it? Hey, that's it, everybody. Look at that. Shot the holidays at the Rooster Teeth store, everybody. This was released over Christmas, and I'm only just now getting to it. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting kind of behind on these episodes. Okay, right. Let me just pause that recording there and quit that there. Okay, well, there we are, everybody. So that was episode 6 of RWBY Volume 5. Like I say, you know, I'm quite behind on this. I need to really get caught up with as many of these episodes as I can. It's just obviously, you know, Propagandist is my second channel, and so I don't generally, well, you know, because it's not my main channel, I don't upload very frequently on it. I only record and upload when I get the time to do so. So obviously Strategist is the main focus here on YouTube, and of course, you know, that's just a hobby, something I do for my own leisure. I have obviously, you know, a lot of stuff that I do IRL. I'm very busy with work and things like that. So yes, it's good, of course, always to get back to another episode. It's always, you know, enjoyable. RWBY, you know, such a good series, good franchise. But so we had quite a few things in that episode. Of course, we had Yang and Raven, as we expected. So we're learning a bit more. Well, I say learning a bit more. It's more we're kind of getting a few more kind of hints about what the deal is with Ozpin. So we can't trust Ozpin according to Raven because he was doing something at the school, something involving Team Stark. Which, you know, for anyone who's new to RWBY, that was, you know, Raven and Crow's team when they were students at Beacon Academy. So there was obviously them two, and then there was Summer, RWBY's mother, and of course Tai, the father of Yang, and, you know, father of Yang and RWBY. What am I thinking? Yeah, because technically Yang and RWBY are half sisters. So rusty, I need to just remember all the little details. But yes, so obviously we had that. We've had the nice little reunion right there. That's good. Obviously, you know, the villains will still be afoot. Crow, of course, is trying to get help from huntsmen and huntresses for, you know, finding the Spring Maiden. But of course, nobody seems to be around. And I'm telling you now, old What's-His-Face will have something to do with this. Leo, probably, you know, manipulated by Watts, Dr. Watts. So yes, we'll probably learn more about that in coming episodes, maybe. But obviously, you know, there's still the issue of the White Fang, who will be coming to Haven Academy at some point, presumably to do a number on it like they did at Beacon in Volume 3. So, obviously we got those things to look forward to in the next episodes. Not much else for me to say other than I think once again the production team have done a fairly good job on the animation, on the aesthetic. It's always nice to look at. It's come so many leaps and bounds since Volume 1. Thing is, the last time I watched Volume 1, I watched it again just so I could sort of pick up on all the little sort of graphical inconsistencies and things that do actually appear in the shots, in the frames, things like that. And let's just say there are quite a few. One of the big ones that I remember is close to the beginning of Volume 1, where I think it's Roman Torchwick escapes onto that flying machine pursued by RWBY, and RWBY is fighting him sort of on the rooftops, and then Cinder appears, and then in some of the shots you see the big doors on the side of the aircraft are actually shut when they shouldn't be. Just a little fun anecdote right there. But yeah, well there you go, I'm rambling a bit now. So yes, thank you everybody for joining me for episode 6 of RWBY Volume 5. Very enjoyable, hope you all enjoyed it as well, and especially with me commenting over it, various thoughts and things like that. Obviously I don't know when episode 7 will get out. I'll try and get that as soon as I can, as soon as I get a bit of free time to do so. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on my General Red Strategist channel. If you're interested in gaming content, it's a good place to stay up to date with things that I'm doing on YouTube. Yeah, so all kinds of good series. I mentioned my Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc series. Go and watch that if you're into anime. It's very, very good. But yes, other than that, of course, there are a couple of social media links associated with my Strategist channel. I have a Facebook page and a Twitter page, so if ever you want to sign up to those, especially if you're interested in the gaming content I do here on YouTube, that's absolutely fine, you can do that. But other than that, there's not really much else for me to say, other than thank you very much everybody for joining me. Hope you'll join me for the next episode whenever that may be. In the meantime, this is John Red signing off. Goodbye everybody.